Josie Darby. Josie, where are you now? Where are you, girl? Cleopatra, coming at ya. Cleopatra, coming at ya. It actually started off as the 4’s, which was Selena, who's Candy's sister, who many of you might know from the Honeyz.
Hi, I'm Leah Charles King, TV presenter, mental health advocate, and once upon a time, part of the 90s girl group called Kleshay. Welcome to Girl Band Gold, in collaboration with Music Rediscovered, where we rewind the golden era of pop, nostalgia, and girl power.
So the one that we're going to be looking at today is The Bigger Breakfast on Channel 4. And this is on the 17th of August 1998.
The girls from Kleshay.
The presenter was Josie Darby, or one of the presenters that day was Josie Darby. I loved Josie Darby. Can anyone tell me what happened to Josie? Where's she gone? She's not on social media. She's nowhere. She was so nice. And she was one, again, that I don't think gets enough props for her part in what she did as a black woman in the industry. I don't think she gets enough props for that. So I'm giving you props, Josie. Thank you so much, because you were doing the presenting thing before me. So thank you.
Now, girls, you are all cousins, so obviously you know each other. What advantage do you think that has over other girl groups who perhaps were brought together for the sake of it?
What was that about? Alani was like, well...
Basically, you know, obviously we know each other really well. We're always together. So for the people that, you know, don't really know each other so well, have just been brought together, we feel that it might be a bit more difficult because we know each other's ins and outs, and so it's easier to be together, get along, know each other's likes and dislikes.
I was very much the unofficial spokesperson. It did kind of land on me. Kleshay, surely not, is the caption below, right? Believe you me, the record company tried to get us to change our name a million times. And we did try for a while. We really did. But we'd had that name since we were kids, and it had a whole different meaning to us. It wasn't the Kleshay. It was like we just were the embodiment of this word that we kind of put together from a thesaurus of how it was phonetically spelt, Kleshay. And actually, it didn't have the Y. It was Klesha. We added the Y, or the record company did, when we couldn't think of another name. So they just was like, fine, we'll stick with Kleshay, we'll add the Y. That's what we're going with. Because honestly, nobody could think of another name that was suiting us. This went on for months and months, and nobody could think of another name. So there it was, Kleshay. Surely not.
You know, like when someone's in the mood, you think, oh, just leave them, sort of thing. They'll get along with it. And
and then you have no grudges, and
it's blood's thicker than water type scenario going on there.
You know that, you know, each person's got each other's back, so...
Do you think there are disadvantages, though, that you can fall out big time? Is there lots of that happening?
No. Not any more than a colleague at work, or... Do you see what I mean? I mean, if anything, we have the higher advantage because we are cousins, because we're so close.
Is that true, though, girls? Is that true? Is it true? Let me just unpack that for a second, what we're saying. Obviously, we're going to keep up appearances, right? First of all, we are green. We agreed to this interview thing. I remember having a bit of media training that Sony had given us before embarking on this interview tour. But it was quite minimal. And TV, it's a bit looser now because we've got social media, everyone's got a camera phone, but I'm still of the old school that TV is proper. And so it's serious. And considering that the three of us are and were a bunch of jokers, the interviews that I've seen so far were all like really serious, because I think in our minds, we're on TV, our family's watching. So there was that level of pressure already that we just couldn't step out of that. We're on TV. These guys, Candy and Alani, had gone stage school full-time all their lives. I'd only gone part-time on a Saturday, so I was always deemed a bit rough around the edges. But I like that. It gave me my little sass, which I've still kept today, and I like that. But we are very serious. And then unpacking that bit about cousins and having an advantage, I agree with that. I feel like we did have an advantage because we were not a manufactured band. We were a genuine band that was just discovered singing at a family party. Like I said, it actually started off as the 4’s, which was Selena, who's Candy's sister, who many of you might know from the Honeyz. So that's originally how we started off. We weren't called Kleshay, but you can find out more about that story and the origins of Kleshay on my Legacy Through the Lens flagship series on my channel. So have a look at that and you'll really get to know the origins of Kleshay, how we started, how it all kicked off, how we got our record deal, and how it went horribly wrong in the end. So go and check that out. But here we are now talking about blood thicker than water. Absolutely correct. We always stuck together. But let's be real, we always argued. I mean, seriously, guys, we were together 24 hours a day since we were kids and having to work together. So I think what we're saying is the truth. We weren't lying. We did used to argue and then just get over it. But we also used to have a lot of fun and have a lot of jokes. So it was up and down. Plus, bearing in mind, we are 16, 17 years old. We're going through our own adolescence in the public eye, in the public domain and among each other. So there was not really any room to breathe. And there wasn't any support for that either. When you're in the music industry, you're treated as an adult in essence. You sign these big record deals. We were performing in clubs at the age of 14, 15, nightclubs that you can't even get into under the age of 18. We were performing in them for adults. So we were really grown up before our time, if I'm honest with you. And everything was, it was fluid. Some days we were high, some days we were like, I can't stand you. I can't stand you, I can't stand you. And the three of us wouldn't like each other, or sometimes two of us would be against one, or one against two, or two. Yeah, I mean, it was, but no matter what, we did always stick together. So that much I'm proud of, for the most part. Let's carry on.
Not trying to dish the dirt.
What we're wearing. Yeah, things like what we're wearing, where we want to eat and stuff like that. If it's McDonald's or Burger King or something.
KFC.
I'm glad you mentioned a few
Right? Right, Josie.
Saves me doing it. Now, your debut single's called Reasons. What's that about?
Well, it's basically about a girl who was a bit promiscuous, whatever, you know, played around a bit. And yeah, so she's found a bloke and basically he's made her want to change and he's given her a reason to change. And
she wants to become perhaps a one-man woman.
Yeah.
Oh, just like me. We're going to have a look now at that single.
I still remember the dance routine. You make me hit to the hop, but baby, don't stop. Leah's gonna rock your world, gonna make it hot.
Fantastic. Are you really happy with that video?
I don't want to hear
Where
it.
does the name Kleshay come from?
Well,
Dictionary.
yeah, we found it like 5 years ago. We were looking for a name like 5 years ago, and we saw it. We knew like the derogative meaning, the badness and stuff. But basically, at the end of the day, it's just me, Candy, and Leah. Whatever. It's just the three of us.
So what do you think sets you apart from other girl groups?
That is not a good enough explanation. I remember we came up with that again after the weeks of the record company saying, find a different name. We're like, but we've had this name for years. You have been developing with us for a number of years. We've had this name and now we're about to release our first single and now it's like, oh my God, let's change the name. Someone in an office somewhere said, I think they should have a name change. And yet, so weeks were going by, everyone from record company, colleagues, other producers, like all of us, family, we were all trying to find other names. I can't even remember any on the shortlist, but just nothing stuck. And I think at one point somebody just said to us, okay, you're going to sell it like this. You're just going to say it stands for the three of you. Leah, Candy, Alani, and that's it. It's Kleshay. And I'm listening back to it. I'm like, girls, how did you even get away with that response?
We don't say.
So we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we just say wait and see. I mean, people judge you regardless. We know it's different, so why don't you all check it out?
Sorry.
They range from like Shaka Khan turn to, let's say, Skunk and Nancy or someone.
I didn't think these videos would be so hard to watch. I thought they would be quite fun, like, oh, we'll go down memory lane, it will be jokes, but it is jokes, but it's also,
Of course. And that's
oh
what
my
we're
God, it's so egg, it's so cringe.
Of course.
I'd hate that as a presenter. So what makes you different to other girl bands? And the girl band goes, well, you just have to wait and see, won't you? We don't actually say. Oh my God, the cringe. By the way, I'm pausing, I'm on a rant now. By the way, we could have said we sing live. We could have said, which a lot of groups didn't back then, okay? So it was a real big Kleshay USP. We could have said, okay, our name might be a Kleshay, but we're not a Kleshay because X, Y, Z. Could have given you a million reasons. We sing live. Well, I guess everyone kind of did dance routines back then, so I guess that would, but we were known for our slick dance routines, okay? We weren't manufactured. Many or most of the groups were manufactured in some way. Apart from Cleopatra coming at you, Cleopatra coming at you. Apart from them, who were sisters, right? Yeah, Kleshay were cousins. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head, like British, right? Let me know, were there any family groups in the 90s, UK, that I've forgotten, that were cousins, sisters, like Kleshay or Cleopatra? Many others were friends, or they were just manufactured. So we could have said we're an organic group. We could have said we sing live. We could have said we sing a cappella. Let's do one for you now, because Kleshay would sing a cappella at a drop of a hat to prove that we had vocals. We could have said so many things. And yet we chose to say, we don't actually say, you're going to have to just wait around. Everyone, wait around for life in the hope that we make it so we can prove to you all. Well, girls, it doesn't work that way. As we went on to learn.
Now, didn't you do your first performance at your aunt's wedding?
Yeah.
How did the family respond to your impending success?
Oh, they loved it.
Yeah, it was a big surprise. No one knew. We just went up there, and our aunt married a Portuguese man, so we sang Tina Marie's Portuguese Love, and like one of our songs, and they were really shocked, and we just got a taster for things to come, and that just made us go at it more.
Do you like the live performance element of it?
Yeah.
We get great buzz out of that. That's what we look forward to. So.
No, you
We're nervous though. We are nervous. Bless us. Look, it's easy for me to say now, right? It's so easy for me to go, oh, come on girls, come on Leah, do better. But we're young and we're nervous, and I can see we're nervous, and we spent years in recording studios, we spent years singing and dancing, we spent years rehearsing, and now suddenly we were being thrown to the world. And I'm looking in our faces. I just saw that clip of Candy there. I remember Candy because she was the shy one. I don't know why I'm doing the quotes, but she was shy. But Candy's so not shy now. She's grown into her womanly self, and it's beautiful and it's big and it's bold. You know, she's fantastic, and she actually helps her sister in the Honeyz. So she sometimes is a sort of honorary member of the Honeyz when they're still performing. And I could see there Candy was quite shy still. And myself and Alani, although we were the two most confident ones, we all look nervous.
Now, you design your own clothes and you choreograph your own moves. How important is it for you to have that much input into the visual aspect of Kleshay?
I mean, as you said, you know, Kleshay isn't a manufactured thing. You know, we've been doing this for the last 6 years, so if we want it to be
6
big...
6 years?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we feel that if we want it to be big, then it's got to come from us. Maybe the album, you know, the clothes, the songs, whatever. It's got to come from us as well as the good people around us, so to make it big.
So it all comes from your heart, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's
definitely.
Now, you're working with some excellent producers, KG, who works with the All Saints, and Steve Jervier, who's worked with Take That and Eternal. What sort of advice are these guys giving you?
It's been interesting working with them. It's just like you're in the studio, you're singing with them, and you know that the stuff that you're doing is going to be good regardless, sort of thing. So you're putting all your capabilities into this person. It's good.
You know, it's like a big family anyway, because they're both from the Jerv camp, and you know, we're signed to Jerv, whatever. So
we hear you, ladies. Well, best of luck. When's the single out?
End of August.
We're not sure, but good luck with it. Good luck with it.
There's just time for us to thank our guests on today's Bigger Breakfast: Mark Bannerman, Fripp the Sheepdog, John Rainford, Tarantula Tango, and of course Richard Prentice, and of course Kleshay. Best of luck, guys.
Josie, bless her, she's just a great presenter. She's doing what she needs to do. I would imagine I'm looking at her as a presenter, knowing kind of how our minds work. She's just getting through it. But it's probably a bit dry. What do you think?
Coming up on tomorrow's show, we've got Rockers Modern Life, California Dreams, Hang Tight, Alex Mack, Planet Pop. Thank you so much for watching today's show.
We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Make sure you remember the bigger is most definitely better. We're going to give away more holidays in Beat the Banger, so make sure you're there.
Is that it? Okay. Do you know what though? Were we on the Big Breakfast again at some point? Maybe during our Reasons release? Because I was waiting to see this whole mechanical bull. I'm sure they had a mechanical bull in the garden of the Bigger Breakfast, and I'm sure there was some kind of item where I had to go on this mechanical bull. Am I just making up this whole scene? Or was it just not on here? I'm going to look for that. And if I find it, I'm going to either add it to this video or add it to another one. But there you have it. That was the Bigger Breakfast on the 17th of August, 1998. An interview with Kleshay and Josie Darby. Josie, where are you now? Where are you, girl? I would love to know where she is. If you're watching this, please comment below, Josie.
I told you I saw a mechanical bull somewhere, didn't I? Told ya. Well, it's a mechanical, it's a sausage.
Okay, this answer
It's a banger.
How many seconds?
I haven't seen me on it yet. Maybe I just imagine myself on it. This guy's on it. I don't even know who that is.
Peace out, man. Bye. Bye. See you next time. And cut.